Hello everyone, welcome to the 24 Hours News Channel. Joe Biden has found himself at the epicenter of another international outcry after the president announced a new pact between the US, UK and Australia to build a fleet of nuclear submarines to combat China. The new alliance, called AUKUS, will see the US and UK cooperate to build Australia's first ever nuclear submarine fleet of at least 8 vessels. It has been condemned by China as an example of Cold War mentality and left France fuming after the New Deal saw a pre-existing $90 billion contract for France to build Australia's subs torn up. Biden's declaration of the three-way deal was confirmation of a new, allied nuclear and technological arms race against China, which has been increasing its military presence in the South China Sea where valuable trading routes and fertile fishing grounds are located. In addition to the US and UK coordinating to build Australia's submarines, the Allied trio will share other military technologies such as artificial intelligence, cyber defense, quantum computing and long-range strike capabilities. China wasted little time responding to the deal, denouncing it as an exclusionary bloc while accusing the Allies of possessing a Cold War mentality, but Beijing is by no means the only party angered by President Biden's announcement. Paris was also quick to react as enraged diplomats declared they had been stabbed in the back by Biden and Johnson, as a $90 billion deal for France to supply Australia's new submarines was overlooked in favor of the US-UK offer. The French vessels were due sometime in the mid-2030s, while Biden's new pact is thought to move that date significantly closer. This brutal, unilateral and unpredictable decision reminds me a lot of what Mr. Trump used to do, French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian told France Info Radio. I am angry and bitter, this isn't done between allies. Biden meanwhile on Wednesday said France remained a key partner in the Indo-Pacific zone. The deal also sidelines New Zealand and Canada, who together with the US, UK and Australia make up the Cold War-era Five Eyes intelligence alliance, but now appear isolated from the group. Jacinda Ardern, New Zealand's left-wing leader, has since admitted that she was not even consulted by Biden, Johnson or Australian PM Scott Morrison on the new pact, adding that Australia's new subs will be banned from entering New Zealand waters under the country's long-standing nuclear-free policy. The move appears to punish New Zealand and Canada for failing to take a stronger stance against Beijing, coming just 4 months after New Zealand refused to sign a joint Five Eyes statement which criticized China's aggression in the South China Sea, its crackdown in Hong Kong, threats to Taiwan and its treatment of Uyghur Muslims. Nuclear submarines are powered by nuclear reactors which produce heat that creates high-pressured steam to spin turbines and power the boat's propeller. They can run for about 20 years before needing to refuel, meaning food supplies are the only limit on time at sea. The boats are also very quiet, making it harder for enemies to detect them and can travel at top speed, about 25 miles per hour, for longer than diesel-powered subs. The first nuclear submarines were put to sea by the United States in the 1950s, they are now also in use by Russia, France, the United Kingdom, China, and India. A senior U.S. defense official told reporters in Washington, D.C., this will give Australia the capability for their submarines to basically deploy for a longer period, they're quieter, they're much more capable. They will allow us to sustain and to improve deterrence across the Indo-Pacific, Zack Cooper, a senior fellow with the American Enterprise Institute, said nuclear submarines would hugely boost Australia's military capability. They are going to be much more capable in the large, expansive ocean that is Australia has to deal with, he told the ABC. Scott Morrison made it clear that the nuclear power submarines will not have nuclear missiles on board. Australia has never produced nuclear weapons and signed the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons in 1973 which prevents non-nuclear states which don't already have them from developing nuclear weapons. Mr. Morrison also said the Australia has no plans to build nuclear power stations which are widely used around the world. But let me be clear, Australia is not seeking to acquire nuclear weapons or establish a civil nuclear capability, he said. And we will continue to meet all our nuclear non-proliferation obligations. Please click subscribe, share with friends. Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos.